Okay, and welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. I got Mayte and Iris. I'm Legacy Lingo, and today we are actually going to be discussing Don't Move, the film that recently was released on Netflix. All right. And if you guys are interested in seeing more of our in-depth discussions and you like when we review all things media, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and join the collective community. All right. So Don't Move. The synopsis from IMDb and IMDb, hopefully it doesn't screw me like it's done in the past. It says a seasoned killer injects a grieving woman with a paralytic agent. She must run, fight, and hide before her body shuts down. It's actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty decent. You know, this is it's a shot in the dark when it comes to IMDb and these synopses. They be making me look stupid. All right, so once again, this is a movie that I did not watch. I really did want to, but when I asked Google's AI, was it gory? It made me feel like it was. So I did not give it a shot. I know you guys love the gore so much, but I'm telling you, like if I get a hangnail, I'm gonna pass out. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Initial impressions. Iris, what was your initial impression when you found out about this movie?
I actually didn't have an impression on it at all. I
Okay.
just was like, "Oh, okay." They came out with a new like somewhat like scary thriller movie. I'll watch
Mm-hmm.
it, you know. That was really all it is. I wasn't, wasn't hype about it or anything like that. I just put it on. So,
Okay.
I was just curious.
And no, sometimes that's the best way to watch a movie. You know, you not know it, no preconceived notions, no expectations. Just like let's see what we get, and then boom, you know, you might be pleasantly surprised. But we'll find out once we get into your rating. Maite, how about you? What when you came across this, what was your initial impression?
I saw the trailer. I was like, first, I like to scroll on Netflix, and then I saw the little, when it pops up, newly added. So I saw the trailer. It looked decent by the trailer, so I tried to not get too excited because I didn't want to get disappointed, especially with Netflix. You kind of have to, it's either hit or miss. I feel like it's very rare that it's like just in the middle. It's either really good or just like bad. So it was just kind of like more going in with like open eyes, but I was just curious to see how it would go. But I thought it was gonna be good, so I was hoping it wasn't gonna be bad.
It's like,
So yeah, I was going
okay,
optimistic.
here we go, here we
Yeah,
go. All right,
yeah,
Iris, so go ahead and
literally.
tell me how you felt about the film. Highs and lows, please.
Okay, so my biggest high about the movie I would say is that it got to the point. It wasn't that, it took a long time to get to the action or anything like that. It gave you like basically a quick brief of why she was where she was at, a little bit of background, and then boom, we got to the action. So I was pleasantly surprised with that. I really appreciated that because sometimes with these scary movies, they like to build up a whole bunch of ground, and it's like, damn it, just get to the freaking point.
Yeah.
So, so I really appreciate that. Lows. Um, I feel like our killer was really dry. Like I was expecting something more dark, I would say, and he just seemed like a regular middle class guy that was just bored. And I'm like, really? This is what you're giving me as a killer?
Mm.
And sometimes one thing I do like is that I do like how sometimes they give your killer who can be a little charismatic, because you know, he was kind and very sweet. So yes, that does fuck with you a little bit, but the rest of the time that you see the time, like he made a lot of little mistakes here and there. um it's like for someone who seems so experienced and having done this so much, he made a lot of errors, and he was like fumbling a lot, and I just feel like the actor they chose didn't match the darkness they were trying to go for. Not that he's a bad actor, but I don't know. It just, for me, there was something missing, you know? Our heroine, if I'm pronouncing that
You got it.
correctly, like the drug, So,
I mean, her character name was Iris.
exactly. So I was like, that's right. Get it. Urgh. So, I do have to appreciate that she tried to be as smart as possible. I tell you one thing though, there was one scene involving insects. She lasted a hell of a lot longer than I would have though.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as I would have felt one, I would have been like, just kill me. Fuck it, just kill me. Because I said no. No. Because not this one. No. But I do also like how she tried to keep herself tested along the way. She timed herself. I feel she was actually very, very bright. She had some survival instinct. She wasn't like some regular chick that was like, what am I gonna do? I feel like she had a strength there, and I was like, that's right, bitch, representing us irises out there. Okay. And I do have to say, I do like that everything kind of took place within the same area. We weren't changing different scenes. It's not like she went from like a forest to a farm to a city to everything was in this area of a forest. There were other people that she would bump into, but everything was like centered around this one spot.
Right.
So it gave me like a little Breakfast Club vibe for that,
It's a very interesting comparison.
Is at the school. That's it, yeah. So, and then of course my lows, I honestly didn't like how it ended. I thought it was too simple, I would say.
It wasn't a big enough payoff.
It wasn't. It wasn't, because after going through everything that she went through, you would have ended up with your balls in your mouth for me, So I feel like they didn't give us enough like revenge for putting me through this shit,
right?
But yeah, those are my highs and my lows for the movie. I could keep going, but want to keep it short.
I got you. I can tell this movie. Yeah, you were invested. I can feel it.
I was invested. I was like, come on, Iris, get it together, bitch.
Get it together.
Yeah.
All right, Mayte, tell me how you felt about this movie.
I have to agree with Iris with a lot of the highs and lows. With the lows, let's start there. So with the lows, I think I see what Iris means of like, he was like, I feel like his charismatic was too forced. It wasn't like naturally charismatic. It gave a little like aggressive charismatic, in my opinion. He kept, going and going, and then it was a little cringy to me. I think that's what it was, because I feel like if I was in her position, he was just like all up in her space, I probably would have just jumped. Just because he was like, talking to me, trying to have, that's how it would have been. But so I see that. And I feel like the biggest low for me was that some of the things was like with reactions to other people, like side characters. I don't want to give anything away. I feel like their reactions was like not really realistic, because I feel like in a real life situation, I feel like those people probably would have handled the situation a lot differently. And I mean, I feel like it was handled realistically, but I feel like maybe certain things could have been prevented at certain areas. And as far as the high, I feel like the way, like her inability to do certain things, again, not to give certain stuff away, was portrayed really well because I was stressed the whole movie. Like, especially, you kind of have a time frame to kind of go by as, time with the movie goes on too. So that part, kind of, you go with it. So you're kind of stressed, like, okay, when is this certain time going to come? Is she going to live? You just have so many questions, and I feel like you do have certain edge of your seat moments. So I do like that, especially one scene where I feel like it was kind of dragged out in a sense, not in slow motion, but just to build a suspense. And not to somebody's demise, but but things happen. So overall, I feel like it was a good watch as to how the storyline went. So that's a high for me.
Okay. All right. So if I'm understanding you correctly, it was definitely it still was entertaining. The pacing, it kept you, had some edge of the seats moments like you were saying, and it kept you engaged. Iris, you liked the fact that it was pretty much all one location. This sounds like something I would love. They maximize in one location to still find a way to keep you engaged, even though you kind of already have a preconceived notion of who's going to be the winner at the end, because these stories don't normally go left. But you guys still seem to be like really invested in how it's going to play out. So that means that they did something right as far as the writing and the execution of it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not going to watch it though. All right, well then let's go ahead and rate this thing. All right, and for those of you guys watching for the first time, we do our rating system of accolades, as in trophies. We got 5 points, 5 accolades being excellent, a must watch, highly recommended. 4 accolades, good, worth watching, but has notable flaws. 3 accolades being average, some enjoyable moments, but lacks significant impact. 2 accolades below average. 1 accolade is poor quality, not recommended. And 0 accolades, meaning it's just a horrible movie. Yes, garbage, trash, hot trash. All right, so Iris, how many accolades you gonna give this movie?
I think the movie deserves at least 3. 3 accolades for me. Like I said, it does have its good qualities. It does keep you engaged, but there are some parts of it that, hey, the ball did get dropped. So 3 for sure for me.
Average, and you guys both had an issue with the villain himself, so that I think that might have been where it's impacting your rating, So, Mayte, how about you? How many accolades you giving it?
I agree. 3. It's like a good watch when you're, trying to watch something on Netflix. It's not bad, but it's not like, oh my god, you have to go watch it.
Right.
If you have nothing to do, you should watch it before you go to bed.
I mean, 3 is average. Some enjoyable moments, but lacks significant impact.
Yeah, because that villain, boy, it's like the Pillsbury Doughboy trying to come after your ass.
Oh my goodness.
I feel
the backstory.
And I feel like they were trying to force someone to be scary that it just wasn't. He doesn't give you that dark, scary vibe. Like maybe crazy, like, oh my god, it's a crazy white boy, but not like I don't know. I feel like there was something lacking.
Okay. That's interesting. All right, guys. Well, again, this is Don't Move. It's on Netflix. It dropped October 25th. You should still be able to catch it now. If you guys get a chance in the comments, let us know how this review, if it sways you to go watch it. If you did watch it, let us know how many accolades you're going to give it, and we will be interacting, looking out for those comments. So we got Mayte, Iris. I'm Legacy Lingo. We thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you on the next one.